may be the only person she knows that's actually been there.
No, Fran is just down the street.
Yep.
Ooh, all right.
Fran
All
knows
right.
how paradise it is here. It really, truly is.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
definitely warm, but it is paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saskatchewan's warm and it is not paradise. It's like hell. It's really like a barren. Anyways, that's not totally true. It's gorgeous, like it's beautiful. The scenery was it was
If you
beautiful.
like flat,
Yeah, there's no water and there's no vertical. It's just
very few trees.
and when
If
I
you
was
like wheat blowing in the wind, it can be
yeah,
quite lovely.
there is like and the huge sky, like I really find the view, like when you can see the sky, it's so delicious to me. Like I love it.
Mhm.
Feel
Yeah, just
feel it. It's like so yummy to get to look at it.
just so you all know that Canada has the biggest sky.
Well, Montana has a pretty big sky too.
Montana
I
does
love
have a
Montana.
pretty big sky, but it
I
also
think they
is
call
like,
it Big Sky Country, don't they?
Yep,
but
they do.
Yeah.
Montana, they have mountains, like way in
But
the
it's still
distance.
beautiful.
Oh, it's
Mm.
gorgeous. There's
Look
probably
what
It's
we
like Alberta,
created.
and that's where I'm from, Alberta, originally. So yeah, I
Mhm.
love it.
yeah, me too.
Beautiful.
And I love coming back here because as gorgeous as it is in July in the prairies, in December, it's just a whiteout. It's just, anyways. Okay.
Now we have the full geographic report. Ah, and isn't everywhere we live absolute paradise? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So cool. What a beautiful. Okay. Okay. Let me get my feet under me here. Unspell yourself.
Yeah.
So this is an unspell. Catherine, I love you. I'm going to ask you to mute so that I can just like move into a zone,
Hmm.
which isn't, yeah, thank you. Unspell myself. And I offer that title. I'm going to say it even slower. Unspell myself. Every single syllable of that is deliberate, and if you allow it, you'll set an intention with it and really drop into it. This is not for you. I'm not here for you. I'm here for me, and I'm allowing myself to be open and honest about that in an attempt to give you permission to be open and honest with yourself about what the fuck are you doing here? It's for you if you let it be. And that's what I come here for, is to practice giving to myself, being able to receive a spell break. Because it doesn't matter how much you know about how spell breaks work. If you don't allow yourself to open up to receive one, you, it's not going to ever do anything. And as we already know, the actionable step of practicing allowing yourself to receive is simply inhaling. Receive life into yourself. Re- receive. So I'm here to receive life into myself. And I'm owning an awareness that I'm in control of that at all times. And the one hang up is that it's powerful. This is powerful. You're allowing yourself, I am allowing myself to be powerful. And the infinity loop of that is we're under spells that tell us that being powerful is not safe. So we stop ourselves not from knowing how to do it, but from just letting ourselves do it, allowing ourselves to be open to receive abundance, love, truth. And here comes the twisty irony again. You actually can't shut yourself off from those things, but you can make it seem like you are. So wake up. You can't turn it off. Stop it. Stop telling yourself that you can turn it off. False dichotomies. So I want to say things like it's really good to be back, but that's not true because I can't leave. I know we think it's an innocent phrase, and I know that we can easily go, oh, she's talking about being in Saskatchewan, and now she's back. She was gone for a week and now she's back. But where the fuck was I? I did not disappear. I still existed. So did you guys. But it can seem like that, like I went on vacation. Don't fall for that. You're the only thing that exists, so you can't leave. There is no coming back or being gone. There is no missing somebody or missing out. You didn't miss any chances. All of these things are concepts. They're thoughts. So I'm here in this space right now with the single intention. So are you ready to hear it again? Let this set an intention for you. Unspell my self. It's a choice. Get out of your goddamn thoughts. That's where the spells live. Spoiler alert. It's concepts. I wasn't gone. You didn't miss me. You guys thought about me. I can guarantee it. I guarantee I was in this space the whole time. We're all one. You guys were in my space. You came with me and flipped burgers. That's true. There is no such thing as a holiday. You can't even abandon yourself. You can't be gone. And there's nowhere to go. And if you're not in your body, you're not going to be where you are anyways. Just always trying to fucking get somewhere else, just later. Who has, like, is tomorrow going to be better than today? What about next week? Who's waiting for something? Like, what are we waiting for? And then we go, oh my God, I waited too long. I'm too old now. So unspell yourself. But guess what? The spell shows up in your thoughts, but it's not where the unspell is. You cannot unspell your spells by like outsmarting them or figuring them out or getting all like fascinated with like, oh my God, that's so fucking amazing. We can't go on holidays. Oh my God, I got to think about that all day. I'll tell you what, I had what I perceive to be the best time up until now that I've ever had on a holiday. I was there more than I've ever been there before. And it wasn't much different than when I'm not there. What I mean by that is, like, I felt familiar sensations of, like, um, you know, let's see, like, do I really fit in here? Is so and so mad at me? Are the kids okay? I wonder what blah blah blah. Like, I had lots of familiar experiences, like how I usually show up at this. This is my fourth year at that same place with the same people. So I noticed familiar, like, ideas and sensations show up, but this time more than ever before, I stayed present and I didn't get caught up in that and then blindly find myself doing behaviors that I'm totally oblivious to, that perpetuate that weird relationship dynamic that was in my imagination. So those things still happened. I just didn't get swept away on them. And that is important to note if you'd like to sort of live through my experience. So, what I'm trying to point out is that everything wasn't all peachy roses. I still experienced sadness and fear and anger. But this time, instead of denying to myself that I was experiencing those things, I just didn't judge it as bad. I just was like, oh, I'm feeling anger. My two sisters were there, love them to pieces. But if you want to see two cats fight, you watch me and my older sister. And we can do it in like two breaths, and it's intense because we have a history. We know we've done it all. We've fought, we shared a bed when we were kids, like a double sized bed. And we had a little plaid set of sheets. So it had sort of lines on it. And many nights we would have to count the lines to make sure it was evenly divided, you know, like kids. We were learning how to negotiate. And so, like, if you watch us play charades, you'll sort of get a sense of the unspoken conversation that we're having. And if you watch us fight, you'll feel the unspoken conversation that we're having. Anywho, so she was there as well, as she's been every year. And I experienced my relationship with her in a completely new way. Completely new. So I am really, I'm not sure. I was just about to say I'm really excited to be back here. And I am pretty sure that I'm letting it go. Which doesn't actually mean that it has to go away, because there's a lot of people that can run it and do it. And and then I can come to it when I want to. It's like I have to come to this until I admit that I don't have to. And the same is true for all of us. And then you just come when you want to, not because you have to. You ever notice times when you don't want to say something because you don't want to follow through with what you just said? I had a client from a while ago contact me yesterday. And long story short, he transferred at least 5, 6 times the amount that I had told him initially when he asked to work with me, what it would cost. And sort of what happened is I worked with him anyway. I just accepted the amount that he felt would be valuable. I really understood at that moment, whatever he decides this is worth is what he'll get from it. So I'll just let him, if he insists that it's only worth, $5,000, fine. But that's all he'll get. And I realized that he was controlling that. And so I let it happen. And then out of the blue, it seemed like, but it's not. So I told you I stayed more present through that holiday. My relationship with my sister, completely different. So he messages and he says, "Hey, I'm sorry it took so long, but I'd like to square up with you." And I was like, I wonder what that means to him, square up with me. So I said that. Cool. What does it mean? I'm curious. What does square up? And he tells me a number. And it was 3 times more. And I was like, okay, whatever. It's up to you. And then I said, but I'm curious, how did you come to that number? So he tells me, well, I had paid you for the first 2 months, and then in December he just like stopped communicating. And then he says, so from December to April, that's how long it took. But in April, he felt free. He said, I don't know what the fuck he did to me in the beginning there, but it all, like he said, he felt it. He feels free. He's liberated. And he says, so I feel that I should pay you for the months until April. Meanwhile, it's July right now, if anyone's counting. So I was like, anyways, I don't know if I really want to tell all the details of this story. But I said, well, in my head, that's really great. Thank you so much for coming back and like letting me know that you feel liberated. That's an amazing gift. Like, thank you. And so he had offered a number, and I said, well, what I think would be fair is, the retainer that we agreed upon for the 5 months that you disappeared. And really, it should be till July because you never, whatever, but it's amazing that you're here and telling me this. So till April. And he just said, sure, that's perfect. I'll transfer it on Tuesday. And and that's a fun story, right? But it's just a story. It's just a story. So here's what I actually think, the truth, not me putting a spin on it, the truth. I went to Craven, my sister was there, none of those details matter. Here's the part that if you let yourself hear this, so breathe so that you can get a root of the root of the root of the root spell break, okay? Because that story is just my brain making sense of shit and making it relatable. Because don't we love it when it results in money? Don't we love that? Like our fucking favorite. Only we just had money, we'd be safe. So open up your ears, get into your body so you really can hear this. If you want it, because only you can give it to yourself. It's up to you. Receive it. I chose to practice remaining present more often through an experience that I happen to have on repeat, year after year. So I could notice myself in a different light. I could observe myself. And I chose to stay present more often, even when it seemed shitty, even when I was getting the experience of anger, fear, or sadness, and my brain would make sense of it. I still chose to breathe. So to hear that, I breathed. I stayed in abundance. I breathed. I let that anger and sadness and fear stay in motion. That's the story that we don't really want to let ourselves hear. There is no delicious, different way to get money to show up or love. It's breath. Breathe. Keep breathing. Allow yourself to receive, which requires becoming aware of what you want, asking for it, and then letting it be received. And you can shortcut all of the noise if you just focus on your ability to allow. There's only one place you can receive. You just got to stay present, remain present, return to presence, come back, come back. Oh, what? Fuck, that's crazy. Like, right? Isn't that how this started? Like, welcome back. I'm back. Oh, I never went anywhere. I never went anywhere. Total liberation, complete liberation. Free yourself. Allow yourself to be everywhere that you are, only where you are. Notice when you're feeling fear and feel it. Stay present. Enjoy it. I am convinced. I am convinced. Computer just about died there. I am convinced that there is only one emotion. It's all love. Fear is anger. And they're both completely made up. They're not real. Sadness is love, is joy. It's the same thing. Sadness feels exactly the same as joy. It's just a concept that we put on it. It's what if we think we should be sad, we feel sad, and then that's bad. Whoa, that's bad. We don't like sadness. Anger is fear. Anger and fear are not, they're not real. They're concepts. Love is the only actual emotion. It's movement of energy. That's when it feels quote unquote good. And if you want to move energy, you've got to be pumping your guts in and out. That's it. Oh yeah, and then another random, I'm not even making this up. In the middle of that quote unquote negotiation, which actually just was me saying, this is what I want. This is what I think you owe me. Period. I didn't make excuses for it. I didn't explain it. I just said, this is what I think you owe me. And he said, oh, okay, perfect. That's what I'll send. And I was like, holy fuck, I just had to ask for it. And I was scared to ask for it. And then I realized, well, fear is not real. So I'll just ask. And then in the middle of that happening, I got somebody else who I didn't even remember, quote unquote, owed me $729.75. And that transfer just came in. And I was like, what is that for? Oh, yeah. And I tell you, I can feel a huge pull to want to make sense of it. Part of the reason why I'm not sure if showing up here is the best idea, because I love to tell the stories so that people understand and they choose to do it themselves. Like, you're not going to find any answers in my stories or your own stories. Like, you get to decide whether what's happening right now is an awesome story or a shitty one. And when you realize, oh, I just have to decide it's awesome, no matter what, just decide it's awesome. And you don't, that's not where you would start from. Feel the sensation of it. And then one day you'll go, oh my God, every single feeling is love. I just put a story on it and said, this sensation I'm experiencing must be fear. This sensation I'm experiencing must be anger. This sensation I'm experiencing must be sadness. And the only one that's so things, this is Brian, this is my probably the most powerful thing that he's introduced me to. I'm not sure that I had an awareness of this before listening to Brian. But there is no false dichotomies. There's no such thing as opposites. And things that are real have no opposite. Abundance, love. Yeah, Fran, it's a really expansive concept. There's no opposite to abundance. It just is. Edward, it's not going to be up in the sky in your thoughts. I promise you guys. Don't think about this. Just know it. Feel the truth of it. There is no opposite to love. Hate's not real. Fear's not real. Lack's not real. Scarcity's not real. There's only a handful of things that are real. Love, no opposite to it. Light, no opposite to it. Abundance, no opposite. Just like being a powerful creative light force, there's no opposite to that. You just are. You just is. So stop pretending that you have problems or limitations. Limitations aren't real. You don't go anywhere. You're never gone. You can't come back. Nobody missed you. Those are all concepts. Fear and anger are concepts. Love is the only thing that's real. Oh, we're getting wiggly with that. You guys have been present too long? Do you need a break? Well, too bad. You can't have one. I mean, you can, but why would you? So notice that you can wiggle around, you can open your eyes, you can want to talk. Oh, you can really want to talk about, but that's a juicy one. So spell break aftercare. I think maybe the number one thing to recall if you want to take care of yourself after a spell break, be quiet. Don't express all the ideas that are coming up. You think you need to do that to hang on to them, but you don't. But feel the sensation that comes up when you don't allow yourself to try and save ideas. You just are limitless energy. You don't have to remember these concepts. Your little bodysuit wants to remember these concepts. And so I suggest if you really have to write it down, just tattoo it on your body because then it's always there. I am love. Love is genuinely all there is. And love is a word to describe moving energy. That's it. Don't make a big deal about it. Just let energy continue to move. Even through the confusion or the fear of not being able to write this down right now. What? How is that only 34 minutes? False dichotomies, false dichotomies. The thing with the dichotomy is that it's a concept. It has to be a concept. If something has an opposite, it's a concept, it's a thought, it's a bunch of ideas. Right and wrong. Does anyone have a question specifically about that? A question about false dichotomies? Are we feeling in the mood to really let go of the possibility that there is a right and a wrong, a good and a bad? Can you totally let that go? That's like the yes no game. Don't answer me. You don't have to tell me. Let yourself hear your own body. So play with that. Just ask yourself, is there right and wrong? Is there such a thing? Is everybody allowed to do whatever they want? How about that? Can everybody do whatever they want? Could that be okay with you? Okay, so start breathing. Breathe more than think about this. Just let yourself feel it in your body. Is everybody allowed to do whatever they want? Anywhere you feel any sort of resistance, not in the thought, but in your body, anywhere you feel a resistance to this concept is an inner child that's not in motion, looking for love, asking for love. Is everybody allowed to do whatever they want? Could you imagine a space where you're like, I do not care what anybody's doing? Who the hell the fuck would I know if they should or shouldn't be doing what they're doing? Can we totally let go of all the things we know and open up to the possibility that there's more that we don't know in any single event? There's more that we don't know. Is it possible that everyone could be allowed to do whatever they want? Breathe. And you have the option, if you'd like, to breathe until that is a very easy concept. The logic of it is just effortless. If only love is real, then somebody doing something that your brain instantly would think of as the worst thing is totally fine. Just see if you can notice how when your brain brings up a concept that you're like, nope, that would not be okay. When your brain brings that up, you can feel simultaneously in your body a spot where energy is not moving. Just notice. And shift your attention to the sensation and move the energy. Every single concept is real because we hold energy around it. It's a concept. You're the creator. And Brian right now is on the root of the root of the root rampage, which is awesome because that's all that really is necessary. Go to the root of the root of the root. And there's some pretty massive concepts that if you choose to pull the thread on them, like time not being able to be gone no matter what, that's eternal existence. Like you can't, it's infinite. You can't be gone. Safety, there is no opposite to safety. You're always safe. There is no way not to be safe. Love, you are always loved. There is no way not to be loved. So think again now about the circumstance that you're like, nope, I'm not going to love that. No way. That is not okay. And just consider the possibility that you've found a spell. And all you got to do is unspell yourself. You're in control. You're the one insisting that that one circumstance does not deserve love. And guess who doesn't get loved when you've made that decision? Guess whose breath gets halted? I would be shocked to find out if any of us aren't in the 14-day challenge. I'm pretty sure we're all in there. Is anyone finding themselves hesitant to actually do the journaling? Guess what the solution is? Well, yeah, journaling. But if you can't journal, you're under a spell. Breathing. Breathing is the solution. Loving yourself anyway, not deciding it's bad that you're not journaling. But this is fun now. This is just fun because it's a thought process, it's a concept, a juicy one to me. Seems to me that there is almost a two-part to the journey of L5. First is unspelling yourself, waking up from hell. And then it's allowing heaven. It's not really two things, but it's just the way my brain is making sense of it right now. And people tend to be much more willing to swim in this pond. But we are self-help junkies, like it or not. And it's actually, once you go into the heaven pond, you really don't know yourself anymore. So if you're finding yourself hesitant to journal, my experience, like my awareness of that at this point, is that the journaling is the push over the cliff into using your powerful creative self to imagine what you want. Get the fuck out of this pond of I'm broken. Because the sensations are the same. You are already feeling massive amounts of love. You're just calling it fear, anger, and sadness. So just go easy on yourself if you're finding that journaling is evasive, because that's part of the process. And if all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, I actually really want to journal, like I'm really excited to think in the direction of everything is amazing. Like I love life. I love it. I love life. Like I love life, being alive. I love living. I just keep living. Go that way. But let's all just decide to wait until tomorrow at 8 a.m. to do it. Oh, no. Just do it now. And then keep doing it all the way until 8 a.m. when we'll just keep doing it. Okay, I'm gonna go climb a mountain. Love you guys.